Now, Tejashwi Yadav is at the Enforcement Directorate's office in Patna. Remember, he's being questioned in the land for jobs scam case. Just earlier, Lalu Prasad Yadav was also questioned in this particular case. Remember, this case alleges that Lalu Prasad Yadav, when he was Chief Minister, had taken land from job aspirants in return for employment in the railways, and that when he was Union Railway Minister between 2024 to 2004 to 2009, I beg your pardon, contravening the recruitment procedure. So that is the allegation against Lalu Prasad Yadav. Tejashwi Yadav also being charged in this particular, also having charges on him in this particular case. He is now at the Enforcement Directorate's office in Patna. He's just reached. Visuals are coming in live for you from Patna. Where we can see that Tejashwi Yadav has just reached the Enforcement Directorate office. We can see his car there. Perhaps seems he hasn't exited from the car yet, but we're learning that he's going to be questioned today by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember earlier, Tejashwi Yadav had in fact stated that he had nothing to do with this particular allegation, as at that point he was not involved in the procedures for selection in the railways. I have my colleague Alok joining us with more details. Alok, take us through the latest coming in. We're just saying that Tejashwi Yadav has reached the ED office.
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. And in fact, this is just about 12 to 13 hours after Lalu Yadav, his father, entered that ED office after a full day of questioning yesterday by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember that all of this is happening right after Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar switched sides and went with the BJP in yet another flip-flop by the Bihar CM and Nitish Kumar. This questioning is happening right after that. Today you have the former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav and somebody who is in de facto command of the Rashtriya Janata Dal at the moment. And he has come to the ED office for questioning, and you can see those slogans by RJD supporters outside the Enforcement Directorate office, and that's how it's going to go in. It does seem that he's going to be questioned for the full day today, and this is not the first time that Tejashwi has actually been questioned in this case. What the case is also something for us, important for us to reflect on, and this is a railway land for job case. I mean, that is the allegation that went to the office. Between 2005 and 2009, it is alleged that Lalu and his family took land from different people to give jobs to the railway.
There seems to be a disturbance in the connection there. We'll try and get my colleague back on the broadcast. But of course, the latest is Tejashwi Yadav is at the ED office at this point, going to be questioned in the land for jobs scam case. That particular case involves Lalu Prasad Yadav being alleged that when he was Union Railway Minister between 2004 and 2009, he had in fact taken land from job aspirants in return for employment in the railways. These are the allegations against Lalu Prasad Yadav. Lalu Prasad Yadav was in fact questioned for close to 10 hours yesterday, and today we're learning that Tejashwi Yadav is also going to be questioned. Now, we're not sure yet how long the questioning is going to last today. Tejashwi Yadav, of course, former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar at this point, has reached the Enforcement Directorate office. This, remember, comes at a time when the Enforcement Directorate heat is increasing on opposition leaders. We're also seeing similar action being taken on Soren, that is Jharkhand Chief Minister, and Bhupendra Hooda as well, former Haryana Chief Minister. But at this point, we're seeing that Tejashwi Yadav at the Enforcement Directorate office. What we're seeing is live visuals from Patna, and we're seeing that supporters of Tejashwi Yadav, the RJD leaders, are in fact raising slogans there. There we see Tejashwi Yadav there, just gotten out of his car, going to enter the ED office. These are visuals from Patna, where you're seeing Tejashwi Yadav walk into the ED office. At the moment, he's going to be questioned by ED officials in the land for jobs scam case. He's just entered the ED office at this moment. I have my colleague Alok with us. Alok, we're just seeing that Tejashwi has just entered the ED office. The questionings, we're not sure how long they're going to last, but what can we expect in terms of the charges or the allegations that are against Tejashwi?
Well, yes, we were just talking about that before the line broke off. So basically, the allegation against Lalu Yadav and his family in this case. I'm sorry, I'm just catching my breath for a bit. The allegation against Lalu Yadav and his family in this case is that they took land in lieu of jobs in the railway ministry when Lalu Yadav was the railway minister in the UPA government between 2005 and 2009. That is the allegation. This is being investigated by the Enforcement Directorate in terms of a money laundering angle. So, like I was saying earlier also, what Lalu Yadav and his family say, including Tejashwi Yadav, the former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister, is that all of this is political vendetta and that the agencies are going after the RJD in particular against Lalu and Tejashwi because the BJP feels politically threatened by them. The ED says that both Tejashwi and Lalu, they have a case against them and they want to investigate it, and that is why they've been calling both Lalu and Tejashwi for questioning. Like we were also discussing, Lalu Yadav did appear yesterday for questioning in the same case, and today you have his son and the former Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Tejashwi Yadav also appear in the same case. Also, I think you have to tie this in with what's happening in Jharkhand, which is just the neighboring state where you have Hemant Soren, the Jharkhand Chief Minister, and the ED at his residence in Delhi, looking for him in Ranchi, claiming that he is missing, etc., etc. Again, an opposition party, an opposition CM, against whom this action is happening. So the allegation there is different. But in this case, like I said, the allegation is the railway land for job scam. That's what the ED claims has happened. And it's an old allegation. This purportedly, allegedly happened between 2005 and 2009, like I said, when Lalu Prasad Yadav was the railway minister in the UPA government. Just to recap the allegation again, it is alleged that Lalu and his family got, people to give them land in lieu for railway jobs, and all of those who did give land to the Yadavs at subsidized rates or rates that were lower than the market rates were actually then given jobs. They or their kin were given jobs in the Indian Railways. Like again I said, so if you were to be in Patna right now and if you were to ask those supporters of the RJD who are standing outside the ED office in Patna, they would say that all of these are politically fabricated allegations that have no substance, and that Lalu and Tejashwi are being hounded politically by the BJP that is using the ED as their tool. The ED, of course, has a different point of view. They say that they are investigating a legitimate case and that they have every right to question Lalu and Tejashwi in the case.
Right, Alok, now it's interesting to note that, we'd just seen a huge political drama play out in Bihar where, Nitish broke ties with the RJD, he joined hands with the NDA. And now Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary had in fact also said that people of the country know that Lalu Yadav is corrupt, and he also urged Tejashwi Yadav to tell the youth of Bihar the truth behind how they become millionaires within 1.5 years. These are the words of now Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar. Is this political change also being tied to why such harsh action is being taken or questioning happening for Tejashwi Yadav and Lalu Yadav? Is that an allegation that the RJD is making?
Well, you see, Aarti, I can only say that corruption, or the usage of the term corruption, is a very politically handy tool, not only in Bihar, but in politics across this country. May I point out that the same Samrat Chaudhary, who today is part of the Bihar government and is the Deputy Chief Minister, had once very famously said that मैं अपनी पगड़ी नहीं उतारूंगा जब तक नीतीश कुमार Chief Minister रहते हैं बिहार के. And today he is part of the Bihar cabinet and is deputy to Nitish Kumar. Nevertheless, yes, corruption allegations are are thrown about when it comes to this case. The BJP has always been on the other side, so to say. It is Nitish who has switched sides between the BJP and the RJD. So the BJP does say that, the RJD is symptomatic of Jungle Raj in Bihar, the RJD is symptomatic of corruption in Bihar, the RJD, and particularly Lalu Yadav and his family have indulged in corruption. The RJD says that the BJP is doing all this, like I said. It is the BJP that is getting the ED to do all this, and that at the end of the day, the BJP, when it cannot politically attack the RJD and cannot stop the rise of the RJD or the rise again of the RJD, because the RJD was in power for the longest time independently in Bihar, is doing all this. So these are allegations and counter allegations. The ED at the moment, of course, is doing what an agency is supposed to do in terms of questioning Lalu and Tejashwi Yadav, but again facing allegations of political vendetta.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alok, for joining us and bringing us those details.